Hey there, guys. Welcome back. We got house church going on right now, which has been awesome. I'm sure you and your parents and the rest of your family have been doing incredible, amazing, fun activities. And I'm also sure that you got to celebrate Mother's Day last week, which is awesome. I'm looking forward to the stories that come out of that. Today, what we're going to be talking about is kind of a story that you might know. And if you know it, try to look for something that you haven't noticed before. So without further ado, we're going to dive into our parable for today. This is a parable. It comes in a box. Gold box. Gold shows that something is precious. Your mom or dad might have gold rings, gold earrings. Gold shows that something is valuable. I wonder if this parable is valuable. The box kind of looks like a present. This present might be something that you get on a birthday. But this is a different kind of present. This present was given to you before you were born. Parables are really old. They're older than you. They're older than me. They're older than your grandparents. Parables are over 2,000 years old. This box has a lid on it. It makes it kind of difficult to get inside. Sometimes parables are like that. They're difficult to get inside and understand. But because this is a present given to you, you can come back to it whenever you need to. And you can open it and understand it. Let's see if it will open up for us today. I wonder what this could be. It's round. It's circle. Like a ball. It also kind of looks like a leaf. Maybe it's a tree. But it's what a tree looks like from the sky. Let's see if there's anything else in here. I wonder what this could be. I wonder if it's a smiley face. Maybe this is a happy story. Might also be a sad face. I wonder if this is a sad story. I wonder what it would look like if we put it over here. It kind of looks like a road, doesn't it? I wonder if there's anything else. I wonder what this could be. Now it kind of looks like a tennis ball. Or maybe it's arms for a hug. Maybe it's backpack straps. There's one more thing that we need to get started. There we go. Our parable today is found in Luke 15, verses 11 through 32. There once was a man who did amazing things. And he said the most wonderful things. And people followed him because of that. This man was Jesus Christ, the Son of God. And when people would follow him, they would ask him all these questions because he talked about a lot of things. One of the things he would talk about was the kingdom of heaven. But the kingdom didn't sound like any kingdom they knew of, and they lived in a kingdom. And that kingdom was very different from the kingdom Jesus talked about. So they were curious and they asked him, what is the kingdom of heaven actually like? So one time when they asked him that, he said the kingdom of heaven was like a father. The father had 2 sons. One day, the younger son went to his father and said, "Give me my inheritance, the land and all that will belong to me." And so the father divided up his inheritance between his 2 boys. The younger son took his inheritance and he left. He traveled to a distant country. And there he squandered all the money. He would party. He would have expensive food. And then he ran out of his money. A terrible famine hit the land. And no food could be found. He didn't have any money to buy food. So he went and he hired himself as a hired worker to work for someone. And this person put him working with pigs. Even though he was doing so much for this man, feeding all the pigs, the man hardly gave him food to eat. He was so hungry, he thought he would eat what the pigs were eating. One day, he remembered how generously his father gave food to his workers. He thought to himself that he would go back to his father. He felt sad, and he hung his head as he walked. He thought to himself, if I see my father, I will say this: Father, I have sinned against you and against heaven. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Take me back as one of your hired workers. So he headed back home. As he got closer, his father saw him coming from a distance. And while he was still far off, his father saw him and was filled with compassion and ran to meet him. And he hugged him and he kissed him. He said, and the younger son said to the father, "Father, I have sinned against you and against heaven. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Take me back as one of your hired workers." But the father said to the son, "I will call for one of my hired workers to bring my best robe, and I will put a ring on your finger and put sandals on your feet. And I will get the fattened calf. We will kill it, and we shall have a celebration and eat it together and celebrate, because you are my son. We're dead, but now you are alive. You were lost, but now you are found." And together, they began to celebrate.
The elder son had been off in the fields working, and as he came back from a hard day's work, he heard the sound of music and dancing. So he asked some of the servants what was going on. One of them told him, "Your brother has come back, and your father has killed the fattened calf, because he is so happy to have him back safe and sound." But the older brother became angry and refused to go into the party. So the father came and talked to him. The father pleaded with the son to come and celebrate his brother's safe return. But the older son answered, "Listen, father, for all these years I have been working for you just like your other hired workers, and I have never disobeyed one thing that you have said. Yet you've never given me a celebration. You've never given me a goat to kill and to eat with my friends. Who squandered all your money on wild living comes back. You kill a fattened calf for him, and you celebrate." The father said to the son, "Son, you are always with me, and all I have is yours. We had to celebrate because your brother, who was dead before, is alive again. He was lost, but now he is found."
I wonder if the elder son ever decided to go into the party. I wonder why Jesus told his followers this story when they asked what the kingdom of heaven was really like. Which part of this story feels like heaven? I wonder where you are in this story. I wonder why the father chose to forgive the son and throw a party instead of being angry with him for losing all his money. The pigsty. The inheritance. The brothers. The father. The farm. The road back to the father. The road away from the father. I'll see y'all next week.